Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I'm Chris. Thanks for watching another episode of Southern Lifetimes. So today I'm doing a video about my boat setup. I had a viewer leave a comment on one of my videos. He wanted to check out my boat setup. So I'm gonna give y'all a few details on that. I'm not sure if he wanted to see some of the camera setup too, but I'm gonna talk about that too. So here we go. So what I have here is a 14-foot. It's basically a 14-foot John boat. I'm not exactly sure about the width. I think it's 36. I think 14 by 36. I'm not exactly sure. I could be wrong, but I love this boat because it's perfect for the small lakes that I like to run in. Most of the places I fish are going to be small lakes with stumps, a lot of trees in them. This boat lets me get all in those pockets and all that stuff that the bigger bass boats can't get in. I bought this boat from a guy that lived in this neighborhood. He was getting sickly and aging. He wasn't fishing anymore. He sold me this boat for $500. When I got it, it was just the trailer, the boat, and the mounts that these seats are on right there. It had some seats in it. The seats before were, I could tell they were better than these, but they were worn out. I have painted the boat, but it's gotten quite a few scratches since then. It had a wood floor in it. The floor was rotted out, so what I did, and if you ever want to just make a cheap floor for your John boat, what you can do is go to Home Depot, get you some of this pink insular foam. I got a cork in there. Get you some of this pink insular foam, and what you want to do is measure, I don't know the exact name, we're just going to call them the ribs of the boat. You want to measure how high they are from the bottom of the boat. Mine are an inch. So I got the insular foam, a big sheet of it that was an inch thick, and I just measured the spaces throughout the floor of the boat and cut those and just laid them in the spaces. They don't have to be perfect, and I didn't want them to just fit really tight so I could take them out and clean the boat. But that stuff is light, but it's hard. And then this mat here, I got this from no, not Home Depot. I got it from Tractor Supply. And that stuff is called horse stall matting. And I just cut it to where it'll fit in there. You know, you make and cut yours better than I cut mine. I didn't just cut it perfect, but it's in there doing what I wanted to do. And you know, it's dirty right now, but you can easily take it out, wash it, spray it off and stuff like that. These seats, these are just some cheaper seats. I actually got these online. They've been in here quite a while. They're dirty. I think for both of those seats I paid $80. I think I got this seat up here from Bass Pro. It's not really expensive. One of the cheaper ones they had that's made that way. When I'm fishing, I like to sit up here. You know, it's close to the front of the boat. You don't have a lot of room. And I do have this deal right here in the way, which is actually made for a foot control trolling motor. And that's actually what I was going to do at first, put one of those in here and just sit back here in this seat. I was probably going to get one of those mounts to make it a tad bit higher. I'm still kind of thinking on that. Eventually I may do that, just run it from this seat right here and just take this one out. But I'm kind of stuck with this setup right now because this hand control motor, I'm sitting close up on it where I can just control it, and I'm sitting at almost the tip of the boat, and I do like that. I got this little mount right here. I'm mounting it here for now until I do change things. If I do decide to change things, that's a mount for a fish finder I got. I kind of just got this trolling motor mounted on the front the best way I can. You know, I'm not really worried about scratches and stuff like that. This boat is a workhorse anyway. It's a stump jumper. But I'm gonna probably, if I decide to leave it like this, I'm gonna probably weld me a flat piece right there so I can get that mounted on there better, but it doesn't go anywhere now. I ride with it on there just like that. Let me see what else. I keep me a spare. I have replaced this winch cable before, and that's another thing. If you guys ever, sometimes I started to replace this whole winch, but the winch was fine. It was just the cable. You can order just this cable alone from eBay for a few dollars. I did replace this jack right here. I like the ones that you can, once you raise it up, you can flip it to the side, rotate it to either side, and it'll stay that way. Alright, always keep your long rope in there. That's important for if you want to go fishing by yourself. I take the end of it, tie a big knot in it, and close it in my tailgate. So when I bag the boat up, I just pull forward slowly. You don't want to jerk on it. And that rope being stuck in that tailgate, once the boat comes off the trailer, you just pull up, and you can pull the boat back up on the ramp or to the bank or whatever. My gas tank, I need to clean that tank. It's just a 3-gallon gas tank, small tank. That's all I need for this motor. I was running a 5-gallon tank, but I couldn't keep it back here. I had to have it up here, and that took up room for whoever was sitting back here. So I bought the 3-gallon tank, and it fits right between these supports just fine. Here I have a Yamaha 15. It's pretty much a brand new motor. Got it last year, brand new. Yep, so yeah, the motor, it costs more than the boat, but I had an older model Johnson. I had a Johnson 9.5. That motor did me well for about 3 or 4 years. Then I started having problems out of it. It was really old. It was like a 70 or a 71. And I like to run in the river pretty far, at least about a good 2 miles. So I wanted to get something that was more dependable. So that's how I ended up getting this. It actually was a gift. And got the LED lights on the trailer. One thing I like to do is I always keep some kind of, this was a broom handle to one of those industrial type brooms. I keep this in here in case you get stuck on top of a stump, or you never know, I might need to scare a snake away or anything like that. One thing I want to tell people about tires on your trailer. If you don't know what your PSI should be, what you want to do is just look on the side of the tire. Like on here, I think the PSI limit is 60. You want trailer tires to be aired up pretty close to the limit, because that's gonna help it support more weight, and your tread will last longer. It won't wear down as fast. So the limit on these is 60. I air mine up to 55. 50, 55, 1 or 2, I can't remember. It's no less than 50. Always keep your spare, check your spare from time to time, because if you do need it and you mess around and don't have a way to air it up or something, or if it's too low, you can end up just blowing it out too, especially if it's older. Alright, let's see what else. Now, when I'm in the boat, the main camera I've been using lately is a GoPro 360 Max. I got it in this bag, no need for me to really show it. You can look that up, GoPro 360 Max. What I do is I use this mount, and I'll leave a link to the mount in the description. This mount allows me to mount my camera on the side of the boat. This thing twists down and clamps on there. And then to make it sit even higher, I have an extension for it. I got a link for that too in the description. So it just goes on top of there, making it taller. Then you mount the camera on top. And I have the lenses, you know, that GoPro Max 360, it has a lens on both sides. I like to have one lens facing the front, the other lens facing the back. And at first I was using a GoPro in my earlier videos. I was just using a GoPro mounted on top of my head, which the video quality is still fine, but what's going to happen is you have to kind of train yourself to keep your head more still. The camera is going to catch all that jerky head movement and stuff, and people don't really like to look at that. That's what I found out. All that you're steady turning your head, jerky movement type stuff, it's kind of unpleasant to watch. So that's why I depend more now on the GoPro 360 and this mount right here. Every now and then, especially if I'm just trot lining or something, I'll use the 360 camera and have the GoPro Hero 9 mounted on my chest. That'll just help me get some extra action, like when I'm finna raise up the line or I got a big fish on. It'll help me get some of that extra action from the fish. Yep, so that pretty much covers everything, man. Like I say, most of my videos you watch now, when you see me do like the intro when we're riding to the lake, or the ending, they're done with the camera I'm using now, which is the GoPro Hero 9. And then when we're in the boat actually fishing, all of that footage is coming from the 360 camera. And oh yeah, I didn't go over the name of this trolling motor. This is a Minn Kota Enduramax 40 horse. They make a version of this that's a little cheaper, but I like this one because it gives you an idea of how much battery charge you got. You just turn the motor off, hit that button right there, and it'll give you an idea of how much charge you got. So that's why I went with that model. A few dollars more, but it's nice to have that battery meter on there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of right now. Like I say, I had somebody watching one of my videos. They left a comment on there to just go over my boat setup, and that's pretty much it, man. Just a little small John boat. I may eventually get me a bigger boat, like a nice bass boat or something, but I guarantee you I'll probably still use this boat more, because like I said, it's just good for those small lakes I go to when I need to get in between trees or close to the bank or in those pockets of brush. You can't beat this one. I can't tell you how many times I've been fishing. There's this lake we go to named Lake Perigee. If you ever get in the back when the water's kind of up and the fish may be biting all in those trees, and a boat like this can get up in there, I can't tell you how many times I've been in those trees just yanking fish out, and people will be fishing around me, but they have to stay on the outer edge of the trees because they're in the big boats. They can't get in there like me. They're just out there. They'll catch one here and there while they're looking at me snatching them out back to back. So that's what I love about this boat. It's perfect for what I do. Yep, so give y'all a final shot of it. That's my baby. Like I said, I originally bought it for $500. It was just a boat and trailer and the seat mounts. I added the seats, added a little paint. I'm probably going to end up repainting again. And I added the motors, trolling motor, made my floor. And what I'm probably going to do to the inside, I'm going to take out the floor, but I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to take it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of that Raptor spray liner. I'm going to get the color gray or light gray, and I'm just going to spray the whole inside up to about right here. I'm going to spray the whole inside with that. That's what I think I'm going to do. And then I may take the same thing but a black color and spray the entire bottom. I got a small leak on this boat somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but I want to just spray some of that stuff on the bottom. That's also going to help when you get back to the boat ramp or the boat landing and it hits that concrete, rocks and stuff like that. That'll help. And it's also going to help seal any leaky rivets. So That's probably what I do. I wrap the line the inside gray, wrap the line the bottom black, and then repaint the sides of the boat in a more durable paint, a more thick paint, marine grade type paint that's not gonna scratch off easy and stuff like that. So yep, like I say, man, I just wanted to do this video for the viewer that left a comment. So here you go, man. I hope this helped you out. One more thing, I forgot to talk about this live well. This boat has a live well, pretty nice live well. It's divided, got the plug in there. I keep my anchor in there. So yeah, that's it, man. That's my little 14-foot John boat. Like I said, I just wanted to do this for the viewer that left a comment on my video. Had to do that for him, man. Go ahead and show him the setup. So I hope he watched it. I hope he sees this. If y'all really like my videos, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, you can do that simply just by letting the ads play when you watch these videos. That helps a lot. So I hope y'all appreciate this video, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.